What's up everybody, my name is BVM Serious and welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Today we are going to be springing into the spring event that is currently now taking place in the world of Pokemon Go. But before we go any further into this video, I want to take this time right now to say that if you are brand new to this channel and you want to see more stuff like this in the near future, then please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Also be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new future content from this channel. But anyways, with that being said, let's spring into spring. So there is quite a bit going on actually with this event. We actually have the debut of a brand new Gen 7 Pokemon called Cutiefly alongside its evolved form Ribombee, which unfortunately its stats and its moveset really aren't too much to smile about for raids or PvP, but it's really there for the dex collecting, so I can't really complain with that. But there are some other really nice event spawns. We also see the debut of a new costume Pikachu and Eevee. Both of these have a cherry blossom on them, and you can also evolve them into their evolved forms, which for Eevee is very beneficial. But yeah, aside from the Pikachu and Eevee, there are also some other event related spawns with this event as well, and some of those I'll actually be on the lookout for, and I'll also let you guys know which of these are really good for raids and PvP. Also during the event we have half hatch distance, which is a really good opportunity for you guys to start putting your eggs in incubators if you want to hatch them in a more efficient manner than you normally would. And there's also double hatch candy, and there are also special event 2-kilometer eggs with this event, and that'll actually hatch some pretty decent Pokemon out of those. So the ones I'm obviously going to be looking out for are obviously Riolu and Munchlax, because those are also part of the 2-kilometer egg pool for the spring into spring event. And also lucky eggs will actually last up to an hour instead of 30 minutes, which is also very ideal. And not only that, but there are also some special field research tasks, and there is also a collection challenge that I will also go over as part of the event as well. So anyways, now that we have talked about everything that we really need to cover for the event, let's jump right into the game. Alright, so here we are in the world of Pokemon Go. Right now I'm actually trying to catch this Marill here because it's actually part of the collection challenge I just spoke about. So we are going to catch this. Oops, that was so bad. But anyways, we just got the Marill. There we go. that was really bad. But anyways, here's the collection challenge I just spoke of. I just caught the Marill that I needed for it, and I actually had caught some of these even before I started filming, such as the special Flower Crown Banerian, the Cherry Blossom Pikachu and Eevee, as well as the new Gen 7 Pokemon Cutiefly. So the only other Pokemon I need for this, obviously the Whismur, the Bunnelby, and I just need to evolve those respectively into a Diggersby and also a Lopunny as well. The Flower Crown variant, I would assume that's what that is. And also we have Ribombee here, the new Gen 7 evolution of Cutiefly that I also need to get as well. So I'm obviously going to be loading up on Cutiefly candies, and hopefully we get that. So here is a Bunnelby here. It's unfortunately not shiny. That's also the other thing I'm going to be doing with this event, is I'll also hopefully shiny check some of these. But since this is just a regular event, we only get the 1 in 450 shiny rate for most of these. Bunnelby is actually one Pokemon you want to be on the lookout for in this event, because Diggersby, its evolved form, is actually really good in the Great League as well as some of the specialty cups. So while I'm actually doing this, I will actually be talking about some of those Pokemon you want to be on the lookout for. Obviously the Pikachu and the Eevee, because they're new costume Pokemon. Raichu is not that great, but it's still got some play in the Open Great League. It's just not as good as its Alolan variant though. Eevee on the other hand is actually really good because of its evolutions. And with the Cherry Blossom, you can actually give it some added flex to it. So that's also a big benefit to Eevee. So the evolutions you want to be on the lookout for really are Vaporeon. Now, Vaporeon's not as good as some of the other water attackers like Gyarados or Kyogre or Kingler or things of that sort. But it's decent if you don't have access to them. And it could even potentially have play in the Great League and some specialty cups like the Kanto Cup. However, I don't see Vaporeon that often, so it's kind of hard to say. Espeon is also very good because it's a really good psychic attacker, especially if you don't have access to Mewtwo. I have not seen it get used in PvP, however, so really can't say anything about that. Umbreon is also very good, unfortunately not in the raid aspect of the game, but it's very good in the Open Great League and Ultra League, especially when you max it out with XL Candy. But taking a break from that, we actually got some eggs hatching. I think these are just regular 2-kilometer eggs I got before the event. So, yep. Just got a young goose and a Magikarp out of that. Obviously, we're going to be spending more time hatching eggs here. Leafeon is also pretty decent as a grass attacker, especially if you don't have access to a good Sceptile for Mega Sceptile or even Kartana that you can use. So Leafeon is still pretty decent for raids if you don't have those. And I feel like it could have some play in the Go Battle League, especially now that it has access to Bullet Seed, which is good for energy gain. But I don't see it that often. So again, another Pokemon I can't really speak too much on. And then Glaceon's also pretty good because Glaceon is a really good ice attacker in the raid aspect of the game and could even have play in the Go Battle League as well. And then obviously Sylveon is also really good. It's a really good fairy that you can use in raids, but it's also got play in the Go Battle League as well, both the Great League and the Ultra League, though I feel like it has more play in the Ultra League than it does the Great League. But obviously there is another fairy type Pokemon that you should also be on the lookout for during this event, and that is Togetic. Obviously Togetic is not good on its own, but when you evolve it into Togekiss, that's where it gets really decent. And speaking of Togekiss, we also have Togetic Community Day coming up on April 15th of 2023. It's actually a really good day outside right now. It's currently almost like 70 degrees out here. Like, I'm not even wearing a coat right now. Like, the weather just feels that great. I did actually bring an umbrella with me out of concern that it might rain. I did just check the weather and it says it's not supposed to rain for the rest of the day, but I would rather be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? We do have another egg hatch here, and it's a Hisuian Quillfish. And what I'm also going to do is I will actually spend the next 15 minutes doing my daily adventure incense, since I haven't really done it in a very long time. I get so discouraged when I don't get like the Galarian birds, and because of that it just makes me not want to use my daily adventure incense a lot. And plus I've been spending my time doing other things other than just Pokemon Go. So with that being said, I will be back in 15 minutes. Alright, so I did finally finish up my daily adventure incense about 15 minutes later. Of course, I actually did a raid before I started my incense, so more rather about 20-25 minutes later. I did finally finish up my incense, and unfortunately, once again, no Galarian birds at this time, but I did get some pretty unique spawns out of it, such as a Celio and even a Chimecho for boosted Stardust, and I mostly just got event spawns out of it, so I guess I can't really complain too much. And also, I did hatch something very unique out of the eggs. I actually got a shiny Flower Crown Togepi out of one of the 2-kilometer eggs I just hatched. And it's got pretty decent stats. This is like a 91% shiny, so that's really good. So hopefully I'll get more. So that actually puts me at 2 shiny Togepi, because I thought I actually had another shiny Flower Crown Togepi before, but I guess not. I think it was a Pichu I hatched. But yeah, I guess that puts me at 2 Togepi, 1 normal one and 1 with a Flower Crown. So hopefully I'll get 2 more shiny Togepi just like that, either or, and then that'll put me a step closer to completing either shiny family. So yeah, we're just going to be doing a bunch more hatching, and the only other thing I need now is to just evolve a Ribombee, and that is pretty much it. So yeah, right now I'm just looking for more Cutiefly. Right now we're at 20 candy out of 50, so hopefully we'll start getting more. I'm not going to waste any rare candy on it if it can be helped. So yeah, that's pretty much what the rest of this event's going to be about, and obviously I'm going to be continuing to check certain Pokemon for shinies and whatnot, and just looking to hatch more 2-kilometer eggs and stuff of that sort. Alright, so not that it's anything too important, but I did actually happen upon another shiny Marill. And I only say not too important because I already got the whole shiny family for Marill back during the limited research that was available a couple years back, and also got one during Go Tour Johto last year. But anyways, we are going to be catching this Marill because I do need it for the Masterwork research at the very least. Alright, good. We finally got the shiny Marill. Okay, so while I was actually catching that shiny Marill earlier, I actually had an odd interaction with a stranger. So I just kind of like aimed my camera down as soon as that actually happened. And stuff like that is kind of the reason why I was actually a bit nervous to actually go up to the pavilion today to play some Pokemon Go. Like, especially when I'm like trying to film, because I am a little bit nervous when it comes to like filming myself on camera, like in front of like a bunch of other people that are wandering the area. Like, especially the area that I'm in, like there's a lot of like hustle and bustle going on, like especially with like how nice the weather was today. I honestly don't blame anybody for being outside at that time. Like even like right now as I'm recording this, like the weather is still really nice outside. So like I said, I really don't blame anybody for being outdoors right now. But like I said, it's stuff like that kind of makes me a bit nervous to film, but hopefully eventually I'll get to a point where I don't really give a care about like what other people think when like I'm filming myself, and feel a little less awkward about it. I know some people are much better at it than I am. And the other thing too is like I also understand that there are like people out there that don't like being filmed, and I usually try my best not to like show anybody else in my camera if it can be helped. So I always try to like leave that stuff out when I'm doing that sort of thing. But anyways, moving on. To be honest with you guys, I don't think I've had any more like better luck than I've had with like community days and Go Fest and Go Tour and the like Go Tour events than I have had with this event, because I ended up pulling another shiny off screen out of a 2-kilometer egg. I actually got this nice little flower crown shiny Pichu out of a 2-kilometer egg. So honestly, I'm having some pretty decent luck with these event shinies. I mean, if I'm being really honest, like I got the shiny Pichu, I already got a shiny Marill, and I even just hatched the shiny Togepi earlier. So I mean, I'm really impressed. And also, while off screen, I finally managed to accumulate enough regular candies here instead of using any rare candies for Cutiefly. So now I have enough Cutiefly candies here to evolve my Cutiefly into Ribombee. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing right now. So yeah, this is what Cutiefly looks like. I think it's really cute, hence the name Cutiefly. It's just like a cute little gnat looking Pokemon. It's bug and fairy. We are going to go on ahead and evolve this Cutiefly here. And there we go, we finally got Ribombee. So here is the new dex entry for this bug fairy Pokemon. I also think Ribombee is pretty cute too. I actually did try to use it in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I forget how long I've had it with me, so I think I probably actually dumped it off in the PC when I found something better to use, but it was fun to use while it lasted. So yeah, there we go, we finally have Ribombee, and that is it for the collection challenge. So with that being said, we are now going to collect the 10,000 experience, which is going to become 20,000, and also claim the 5,000 Stardust, which will become 7,500 Stardust because of the star piece. And there is our collection challenge medal upgraded. So yeah, that is pretty much all I really wanted to cover for the Spring into Spring event. Obviously, I am going to be doing more of this off screen and looking to hatch some more of those special event 2-kilometer eggs, hoping I actually go for like a shiny Riolu or even a Munchlax, and hope that I can get a shiny of one of those two. And just overall, just looking to hatch eggs in a much quicker fashion with that half hatch distance. That's obviously what I'm going to be looking forward to with this event, is just doing all the egg hatching while I've got all the incubators that I've got, and just looking to use all those up. The spring event is always a fun event, at least in my opinion, especially since like the whole aim of the game is just to hatch a bunch of eggs, and like I just said already, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of the event, and also just like taking advantage of everything else that it has to offer, and hopefully I get some pretty decent event spawns, and also looking to get all the Cherry Blossom, Eevees, and Pikachus that I can acquire. More so the Eevees, obviously. But anyways, I think on that note, I'm actually going to go on ahead and I will actually end off this video right here. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have filming this. And as always, if you did enjoy, then please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Also leave a like and a comment, won't hurt either. But anyways, that is going to be it for me today. I'm BVM Serious, and I hope you guys have a seriously amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. All shields are now down, and I'm thinking I'm going to swap into Bronzer here and looking to just go for paybacks all day. They're deciding to stay in, so I'm wondering if something in the back is weak to Bronzer. So we're going to be going for payback now, looking to land some super effective damage against the Wynaut here. And the other cool thing about Bronzer is that it's just such a bulky Pokemon. It's really capable of taking hits, but okay, they're not attacking. Okay.